Hello everyone. What I have in my hands right now is one of the most popular cameras in the outdoor world in the recent years. And it is so popular because it is a versatile 360 camera which can shoot everything around it, and in a post-production you can use all the various angles. It is like you are bringing a couple of cameras, so you can be quite creative with it. To be more precise, this is Insta360 X3 camera, but I'm not gonna talk much about the camera itself today because it is so popular and there are so many videos online about it. I'm gonna concentrate today on the things that you attach below the camera. So the first thing that you need with this kind of cameras is this selfie stick, which is an essential part of these cameras because in order for the footage to be decent, you need to move the camera away from the subject of shooting. So if you want to record yourself, you need to keep the camera away from yourself or from any other subject that you are shooting. Also, this selfie stick can serve as some kind of stabilization for the camera in low light conditions. So in low light conditions, if you want to shoot something like some dolly shot, cinematic shot or something, you would just hold the camera like this with the two fingers, and the selfie stick acts as some kind of gimbal, and you would do a ninja walk. But I want to talk today about the invisibility of the so-called invisible selfie stick. Is it really invisible? Of course it is not. It is just located in the area where camera doesn't record the footage. So you have those two lenses which merge, and in this area where those two angles merge, nothing is visible. So also the selfie stick is invisible in that area too. So in situations when there is a sun, of course you will have a shadow, and the shadow won't be invisible on the footage because it is not in that area where the lenses merge. And also, if you want to shoot yourself and you want to hold the camera like this, your hand will be visible, and it will be visible that you are holding something in your hand. So it will be obvious that you are actually recording yourself. So today I'm gonna try to show you a couple of tips and techniques, also some accessories that I brought, which can help you in order to make this so-called invisible selfie stick actually invisible. Actually, I will try to show you how to record the shots which look like somebody else is recording you, so that it is not that obvious that you actually record yourself. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about the situations when you are holding the camera and shooting the shots, like selfie-like shots, while you are walking or doing whatever you're gonna do. So in those situations, you want to make sure that you are positioning yourself between the camera and the sun. Right now the sun is over there, so the shadows fall on that side. So basically you want to hold the camera behind yourself like this, so that the shadow stays out of the frame. In the post-production, when you are reframing, of course now you want to selfie-like shot, so you want to reframe the shots toward yourself, so basically the shadow will stay behind. Also, if you want to use a full 360 shot of yourself, the only way how you can avoid the shadow on yourself is to wait for the clouds to cover the sun so that there are no shadows. So this is how you can actually avoid the shadows. So basically, if you are holding the camera between you and the sun, the shadow will be visible in the shot like it is visible right now on my hand. So the only way how you can avoid it, if you want to use 360 shot, it is to wait for the cloud to cover the sun. And if you know any other way how you can avoid the shadows in full 360 shots with these kind of cameras, please tell me that in the comments. It will be nice to hear that. The next thing that you want to be aware of is how you are holding the camera actually. So basically when you are holding the camera and you are shooting yourself and you want to reframe the shot afterwards in a way that your full body is visible, your hand will be visible and it will be obvious that you are holding something in your hand. How can you hide that? It is by holding something else in your hand along with the selfie stick. So basically you want to hold the walking stick or trekking pole or whatever along with the selfie stick and the camera. In order to make it a little bit more better, you might want to put the selfie stick between your index finger and your middle finger and maybe hold it like this, so it is not that obvious that you are holding the camera. So basically you want to hold whatever you can find. If you are hiking, you may want to use a trekking pole. If you are maybe camping, maybe you want to hold some eggs, or maybe you just want to pick some branch or pretend that you are like holding that branch and record yourself like this. You can also use one little accessory that I sometimes use, which is this thing here. It is little clamp which can be attached to the bottom of the selfie stick with this with the help of this little adapter. So you basically attach the adapter, then you attach the clamp below the selfie stick. So it basically goes like this, and then you want to attach all of this to whatever you are holding in your hand. And this is how you want to shoot yourself. So it is not that obvious that you are holding something in your hand. And the clamp is really little, so it is not that much visible in the frame. Of course, you can hold it inside your palm or above the selfie stick or below, however it suits you. So basically you want to shoot it like this and pretend that you are actually walking with a stick. So this is the one accessory that is useful in those situations. And also now I have to show you one thing. When you are unscrewing this thing, usually this little adapter stays inside, so it is kind of hard to detach it from the selfie stick if you want to put below something else. So basically you use this same clamp as the pliers. You want to put it here, screw it tightly, and you just unscrew this little adapter like that. So that's all about this little accessory that I sometimes use. Also, there are various positions how you can hold the camera actually in order to hide it that you are actually recording yourself. Like I said before, you can hold whatever you can find. Also, if you have a backpack, you can hold the straps of backpack here like this, and you have the top-down shot, like Sandroni's shot, and you actually walk like this and hold it, and it is not that obvious that you are holding the selfie stick. Also, there is an example where you can put your hand in the pocket and hold the camera like this, but this is not the shot that I usually use because this part here is looking suspicious. It is obvious that something is here. Also, there is a shot when you can put the camera behind you like this and hold it like this. So when the camera is behind, your hand is not visible because it is behind your body. So it is not that obvious that you are actually shooting yourself. Also, you can attach the camera to your backpack or perhaps to your bike, and that is something that I already talked about in my previous video where I recorded with the 1x2 camera which is basically the same camera as this one. So if you want to see how to attach the camera to your backpack or to your bike to make these kind of shots, make sure to check that video out on my channel. Okay, so let's move on to the shots where you want to take the B-roll like shots when you actually put the camera somewhere else and not holding it in your hand. Okay, so basically when you want to shoot yourself or whatever subject, but by not holding the camera in your hands, you want to attach some kind of stand on this selfie stick. For this purpose I'm using this tripod, which can be attached to the bottom of the selfie stick like this, and you just put it on the ground. And it is also good solution because you can fold this thing here and you can also maybe hang it on some branch like this. So basically this is also how you can shoot yourself. But let's talk about the situations when you want to put the camera on the ground. Again, you want to reframe the shot so that the tripod below the camera is not visible. But what if you want to use the full 360 shot, and then in those situations the tripod will be visible below the camera? So in these surroundings, in the surroundings like this in the woods, there is a really easy solution. So you basically cover the tripod with the leaves. Maybe if you are in the area where there is a lot of sand, you can cover it with the sand, with the stones, with the grass, whatever you can find in the area where you are. Also, when you put the camera like this on the ground, you must make sure that there is no wind, or if there is wind, you must secure the tripod with something so that the camera doesn't fall, so that the wind doesn't push the camera to the ground. So basically you can carry perhaps the tent pegs, so you secure this. Let me just show you. So you can secure the tripod with the pegs so that it doesn't fall. Also you can put the stones over it or whatever, but also you can use one different accessory that I have and that I sometimes use, which I'm gonna just show you right now. And that would be this thing here. So this monopod like stand for the camera, which comes like this. So basically it is used by hunters, nature observers, for surveillance. You basically attach the GoPro or action camera or surveillance camera on this monopod and you stick it into the ground. But for this demonstration purposes, right now I will just use the bottom part with a spike, and I'm gonna use this little adapter, which is pretty useful for this because it is easily detachable from the selfie stick and from this spike. And there you go, you have yourself a survival spear. Of course, when you use this spike, you don't have to worry about the tripod. So basically you just want to attach it and stick it into the ground, and there you go, you are good to go. But what if you want to use the full 360 shot? The shadow of course will still be visible. So in that case you just want to cover the shadow by a simple solution, which would be to put or to position the camera and the selfie stick in the shadow of some larger object, and in this case that would be the trees, because we are in the woods. So basically I'm gonna put the selfie stick behind in a place where there is a shadow of some bigger tree. like this. Now this is the perfect 360 shot. Nothing is visible in the frame. No shadow, no selfie stick, no tripod, nothing. But what about the situations when there is no big objects, where there are no trees? Let's say you are in some big beach or maybe some big meadow where there are no objects under which you can hide the shadow of the selfie stick and the camera. In those situations, you want to firstly put the camera in the right place. You want to find a place where there is not much thing going on the ground. There is no perfect place here for that, but for the purpose of this video, let's say I wanna put the camera, let's say here. We have the shadow here, and what can be done now? You can actually remove the shadow of the camera and the selfie stick in the post-production in whichever software you are using for the editing of the video. And that's the thing that I'm gonna show you when I get back inside. But let me first show you here. So what I'm gonna do in the software, I'm gonna cut this part of the frame and put it over this shadow here, and this is the way how I will hide the shadow of the camera and the selfie stick. Okay, I think that would be all that I wanted to say about this topic. So let's move on to the editing, and let's move inside so that you can see how you can hide the shadow in post-production in editing software. Let's go.
Okay guys, so we are back inside, and right now we are in the Premiere Pro. I already extracted the footage from the 360 video in Insta360 Studio, and I have this 10 seconds clip that has the shadow here, and right now we're gonna remove the shadow from the footage. But first let me just play the clip so that you can see how it looks. Okay, so that was the footage. And first what you wanna do is copy the clip by holding the Alt key on the keyboard and moving it to the left or to the right, in this case to the right. And right now we're gonna press the right mouse key and go to the unlink, because we don't need the audio here, we just need the video part, and then move it over the original clip. Okay, so right now we have everything set, and now by this new video part selected, go to the opacity and create ellipse mask. Now we just have to shape this a little bit better. It is always better to not make this shape perfect, because it will look better, especially with a background like this, where there are a lot of leaves. So maybe we can add a couple of points like this. We don't have that much space here, so we can't do much about it. let's say I'm gonna do it, let's say like this. Okay, so with this selection we're gonna just move this selection to the left side here. Okay, we just need to work this a little bit more, and because those shadows here are in the way, okay, so this looks like fine. Okay, now go to the motion and just let me just show you firstly, if I hide this layer, how the selection looks actually. So you see, this is the selection, and we're just gonna move that selection over the shadow, and we have maybe a little bit like this, and now that's it. Okay guys, so let me just play the clip for you so that you can see how it looks. Okay guys, so that was the clip. Let me show you the original one, just the original one again. And when we turn on this layer, the shadow is gone. Okay guys, so this is the really simple and easy technique that is useful in this kind of situations. I've been using this technique mostly for the landscape shots, when I wanted to remove the garbage from the shot, or even from the drone footage when I wanted to remove the people also. So really easy and simple solution. Okay guys, so that was it for this video, and hopefully it was informative and entertaining. I hope so, and see you in the next one. Bye.